All right, if you are just joining us, welcome to Learning with Legos. Lego Bane and or slash I gave an assignment at the end of the last lesson trying to solve these three problems. So all my results are here in my brown, all my steps are here in my teal, and if you got what I got, you're golden. If not, go ahead and plug in your answer and see if it works. I'm going to test all my answers and show that I did, hopefully, get all the right answers. If x is -1, I have 5 groups of -1 here, and every one of those -1s is going to cancel out one of these positive ones. Boom, 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 and boom. So by the end, just plain old 1 equals just plain old 1. Got it. Here, using this key, the giant stacks are x's, empty ones are 1s, and gray ones are -1. I figured x is less than or equal to -5. Well, thankfully this or equal then, or equal to, means I can just go ahead and plug in -5 for x. Because it's less than, I could also plug in something like -1,000. So let me show you both cases. If this is -5, then one group of -5 is going to cancel out 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next group of -5 is going to cancel out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This next group of -5 is going to cancel out the 2 that I have left. And then I don't have a gray shader, so these will be my negatives. I have 1, 2, 3 negatives left over. And then my last stick of -5 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more negatives. And I'm saying that's less than these negatives over here. Don't forget, if it's a negative number, it's like I owe somebody money. So is it less good to owe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 than it is to owe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Well, at first I'd say no, but don't forget the underline means it's less than or equal to. And in this case, it's exactly equal to. So I know that part's good. What about less than? Maybe I flipped my symbol or didn't flip my symbol. Maybe it's supposed to be x is greater than -5. Let's check with 1,000. Negative. If this block here is -1,000, well, then all those get taken care of, and I got a huge pile of negative numbers already. So even before I add on this -1,000 and this -1,000 and this, I got just like a huge heaping pile of negatives. Is a whole heaping pile of negatives less good than just 8 negatives? It is indeed less good. So I had everything correct. It is less than or equal to -5. Down here on the bottom, 2.52. Well, I got to multiply that by 5 first because it says 5 times x. So if x really is 2.52, I got to multiply it by 5 times 10, carry the 1, 25 plus the 1 is 26, carry the 20, 10, something, something, 2 to the right of the decimal, 2 to the right of the decimal. Whew, I'm exhausted. 5x is 12.6, and then I got to add 17.56. 6 plus 0, 6 plus 5, carry the 1, 7 plus 2 plus 1, carry the 1, and voila. So all those, I got the right answer. And now don't forget, I was going to show you how you could get the right answer without having any answers at all. So this is like deep, deep test strategy. If you didn't have a clue how to solve this problem, this that I'm about to show you would be a complete waste of your time. On a test, what you should do is, even if there's no answer choices, pick a number that seems reasonable. So 2x plus 10 is 28, I don't know, 5. Bubble it in and move on. Because if you spend 42 minutes, like I'm about to do, trying to find the actual right answer with no choices, then you have 42 minutes that you can't spend on the rest of the problems. So bubble in a reasonable guess, move on, don't spend a lot of time on that, But a lot of times, especially with a star test, because they're pretty good about giving you enough time, you are going to end up with enough time to come back and take a look at it. So let's say that I had guessed 5. Well, before I go and change it, let me find out if 5 was actually the right answer. So you'll notice I didn't have an answer choice here. I just came out of the deep blue ocean of nothingness with 5.
Wait a minute. That's not a deep blue ocean. I would know. I live in the deep blue ocean. Nah.
Hey, SpongeBob, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just walking by on my way to work.
That's cool. You going to make some Krabby Patties?
Oh, you know it. Krabby Patties are the best.
They certainly are. Any chance you could save me a few after work?
Well, I don't know.
Well, how about this, SpongeBob? You and I are pretty similar because I'm amazing at math and you are amazing at cooking Krabby Patties.
It's true. Nah.
So, you bring me a couple after work?
Oh, all right. Because you're my best friend.
I thought Patrick was your best friend.
No, silly. Patrick can't be my best friend. He's a starfish.
Well, that's mean, SpongeBob. Starfish can be friends.
No, they can't. They're star friends. Nah.
Okay, good point. I'll be your best friend, and Patrick could be your best star friend. Fist bump?
I don't really have fists.
Oh, good point. Claw bump? All right, have fun at work, SpongeBob.
Bye.
One of the least obnoxious interruptions, all math. So, if 5 were true, then 2 times 5 plus 10 would be 28. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is not 28, it's 20. So 20 does not equal 28. Which means my guess wasn't very good. I was 8 off. So I'm going to change my answer, and I'm going to pick something that's even easier. So guess number 2, what if, and let me write it like this. What if x is 5? So let me do a case where I wonder, okay, what if x is 0? Put a question mark because I don't know if it is. If x were 0, 2 times 0 plus 10 would equal 28. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 10 is 10. So I can see here that my guess is not only wrong, but it's not even as close as this one was. I was off by 8 here. I was off by 18 here. So I know that going towards 0 from 5 was a bad move. It made my guess worse. So let me grab another color. And let me ask myself, what if I go the opposite way? What if x equals 10? 2 times 10 plus 10 would have to equal 28. 2 times 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30, and 30 doesn't equal 28. But I'm going to use my science brain here. The left side was too small. The left side was way too small. The left side was too big. And so even though I wouldn't want you to use this strategy a whole bunch on a test, what's cool is that if you understand how this strategy works, you understand a little more about what on earth this is and how it works. So 5 was too small and 10 was too big, because 5 didn't work with the left side being too small, and 10 didn't work with the left side being too big. But 10 was a lot closer, so next I'm going to try 8. If x equals 8, then I'm not sure you can see a color that light. We'll go for it. 2 times 8 plus 10 should equal 28. 2 times 8 is 16. plus 10 is 26. Well, those aren't equal, and now I'm back to the error I had with 5, where the left side is too small. So 8's no good, 10's no good, but for the opposite reason. So I'm thinking my bestest best guess, so I'll use my favoritist color. Actually, that's not true. I lost my gray marker. It's somewhere. But if x is 9, then I would have 2 times 9 plus 10 equals 28. 2 times 9 is 18. Oh, I've got a good feeling about this. 18 plus 10 is 28, and 28 does indeed equal 28. Even having forgotten everything I know about opposite operations, with a little bit of guess and especially check, I know that x equals 9. So again, this is a terrible way to solve a problem on a test, but it's an awesome way to figure out if the answer you solved for was good or not. Take a look at these ones here. What's the solution set for negative 4x minus 10 is less than or equal to 2? So I'm going to give you guys the challenge to where you go ahead and try and solve this on your own, but whatever answer you get, test it out just like we tested out that problem before and prove that the answer you got does work or doesn't work. In these two questions, you're going to do it for both of those. You'll be able to figure out, okay, which of those 4 is right, because if you keep getting the wrong answer, you only have to get the wrong answer 3 times and you're golden. Down here, go ahead and try and solve it first. And then, if you get it right, you can plug it back in and you'll know. If not, then think about how we adjusted that other example problem and adjust until you get it right. So, happy mathing. And before you get started, I just want to know, are you ready, kids? I can't hear you.